Let's make a crispy chicken sandwich and some fries. We're gonna go back to those crinkle cut frozen fries. Where are they? There they are. Get some of that seasoned salt on there, right? I'm running low on that stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and get those right in the oven. Save us some time. Breading station. Flour, egg wash, breadcrumbs. Alright, so we got our 1 egg. I'm going to put about 1 ounce of water in there. Alright, we're good. Egg wash there, flour there, breadcrumbs there. We already got seasoned salt inside the flour. There's a little bit of seasoned salt inside of the breadcrumbs. So, let's grab our chicken. That's pretty fat breasts. I mean, that guy weighs a lot. And if we try to fry it just like that, it would take forever. I'm not looking for forever. We're going to take this thing, we're going to slice it right down the middle. We can do it this way. Just do it this way. We got a skinny end here. So you don't want to get too skinny at your skinny end. You got to just kind of judge what you got. Keep my hand flat. I'm using a smaller knife to show you it's easy to use a small knife too. And just go easy with it. Don't try to bite off more than you can chew in one shot. Okay, look at that. We got 2 pieces. Just gonna make a nice sandwich that'll thin out nicely. Okay, if you wanted to pound these, you lay your plastic wrap on it and pound them down a little bit. I don't think we need to pound these out. They're nice, even size. And we're just gonna use this same cutting board to put everything back down on to save us some time. Okay, but let me wash my hands. I do want to season these. I'm going to put some chipotle powder. This stuff's hot. Crispy chicken sandwich. The spicy crispy chicken, huh? And while we're on this side already, I'm going to use this fajita seasoning again. Just because it's got good flavor to it. Okay, I got one hand that's going to be, that doesn't have any chicken on it, so I'm going to flip this guy over. Remember, whatever you put on there, whatever you touch, you're going to have chicken blood on. So, oh yeah, these are going to be nice and hot. All right, here we go. One hand wet, one hand dry. Remember that all the time. I'm going to go in our flour. These breadcrumbs, I put them in the freezer. The flour I put in the freezer too, unless I do a lot of stuff. Okay, one hand wet. I'll flip that guy over. Got our flour on there, our egg wash on there, right into those, oops, didn't get it all right there. So look at that, see that flour right there? And one hand in the breadcrumbs, one hand dry. That's gonna make a nice sandwich. That's going to be hanging over the hamburger bun. So I got some small buns. Alright, let's do another one. Right in the flour. Use your dry hand. The reason for keeping them one hand dry, one hand wet, like I was saying, if you went back and forth a bunch of times, you'd end up with like gobs and gobs of stuff that gather on your hands. It was wet and back into the flour, then wet again, then back into the breadcrumbs. And alright, that's floured, that's egg washed, that's nicely. I'm going to get that right into the breadcrumbs. I'm using these small pans, so it's kind of crowded. which is fine. You can do it on a plate if you want to do it that way. It doesn't matter. These are just these nice little 6-inch cake pans that work perfect for all kinds of stuff. All right, look at that. We got 2 breasts, good sized sandwiches ready to go. Those are going to take another 15 minutes on those potatoes, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and get these out of the way, get this cleaned up, get our pan ready to go, and I'll be back in about 10 minutes because this is going to take a little longer than those thin cutlets. We are back. All right, our oil is sitting right at about 350. Yep, 353. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this chicken in. I'm going to lay that down inside of there. Now that's going to, like I said, it'll stick a little bit right at the start. That's fine. Now, this is going to lower the temperature of the oil considerably. So, because these are fairly large pieces, right? So we're going to let that one sit just for a second. It works the same way as if you're using a fryer. You don't throw 2 giant baskets of chicken wings down at one time. Okay, it looks pretty good. 2 reasons why: because it'll bubble over, or it just gets cool and everything will sit in there and get soggy. I got about 4 ounces of oil in here, maybe 5. Looks like a lot just because the chicken's pushing everything out of the way. Potatoes got about 5 minutes left on them. Okay, now these have sat for a second. We can get them moved around a little bit. There we go. Let's check our temperature here. All right, 346. We're good. I want to go down to about 325 on this because I want it to cook a little bit longer because this meat's a little thick, like I was saying, and it's still fairly cold. And I got some American cheese. Put whatever cheese you got. I'm still working off this pack of white American that's over here. So I'm not in a big hurry to get anything else. I used that cheddar up the other day. Okay, let's check the color on these. Color's looking very nice, huh? Cooking fairly fast. Color's looking good. Let it cook slow. Let it do its thing. We're going to flip them over. Then we're going to cook the other side for about 3 minutes or so. And then we'll end up flipping them back over just to finish them off a little bit. And I believe these potatoes are almost done. They're hot. Alright, that's been about 3 minutes on one side. You can touch it and you can see that it's still pretty darn raw in there. Okay. Oil's sitting at 366. So I know we need to just turn that down just a little bit still. Like I said, we don't want to overdo this and cook it too fast. Alright, look at that. Nice golden brown. Be careful, chicken will splatter. Grease will splatter when you move anything around because it's wet. Okay, how are we looking? 340. Perfect right now. Okay. We use panko. Panko's a bigger crunch. Really good stuff. I don't have any of that. We can get this ready because we're going to be there in just a few minutes. This thinner one here is going to cook faster. Now I'm talking, potatoes went in the oven and I went and I changed and I did what I had to do around the house real quick, and then I'm coming back to do this. So it doesn't really take a whole lot. I'm looking at a half an hour basically on anything that I've been making. A couple things take a little longer, but it's not like I'm turning this off for 20 minutes whenever I go 30 minutes and go hang out around the house and watch TV or come back and say it's only been for 2 minutes. I want you to know the basic actual time that it's taken me to do this. So you can press down on here. You can see that it's still fairly raw underneath. Plus that's the chicken and the breading separating. All right, let's get a little test here. Halfway in, farthest in from the middle, okay, from the edges. This says I'm at a, oh, it's still climbing fairly fast, so let's let that go. 279, so our oil's a little cold. I'm going to turn that up a little bit. Don't be afraid to adjust your heat as you go. Alright, we're at about 140 on that chicken. Let's see this one. That one's right about 140 too. Your thermometer, when you test meats and stuff, it's going to have chicken blood or pork blood or other blood. Don't forget to sanitize that thing, clean it. Now you can hear the thing starting to sizzle a little bit. That means the water's starting to come out pretty good in here. Let's turn this thing back over here. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. I could smell the chipotle powder in there cooking. Let's turn this one back over a second. When you're frying stuff, don't be afraid to turn things over a couple times. I got to do something about this microphone because it's picking up that sound and not me. I tried turning it up loud and that's not, or up towards my face, it's not helping. Right. Oil's back up to 325, that's good. Low and slow, low and slow. Alright, this guy's going back over. Let's get that fat one back over. There we go. Nice, huh? I'm going to take these buns I got here. I'm going to pop them in the oven real fast with those fries so they get a little toasty. And the fries are done. How do you like that? Let's set them off to the side. This piece of chicken's done. I know that. Stick this guy in there. Make sure you use your thermometer. It's the difference between having a raw piece of meat and having a burned up piece of meat that's going to be dry and not very palatable. Alright, we are sitting right at 165 on that guy. I'm going to turn this one back over for one more flip. That's the fattest part right there. We'll go in about halfway. Get our bun out. Now this guy, it's nice, it's been cooking. we're going to do is turn that to the grease side up. So we throw this piece of cheese on there. It's not going to have any problem at all melting. Cover that up. It's going to trap the heat in there. Chicken is 165. So, same thing. We'll grab that other bun and put it on the other plate. Put a couple fries on there. And be careful because it will splatter. And there we have it. Spicy, crispy chicken sandwiches. Let's cut one open. You know what? We're going to cut the fattest one open. What do you think? We're going to cut them both in half. But... Nice, huh? Turn that way. Presentation style. Okay, there's a fat one. Look at that. Beautiful, huh? A little juicy in there. Not dry at all. That thing's not going to be dried up. If that sits on the table or in the microwave for a couple hours, or if that sat in a lunchbox, the breadcrumbs would get a little soggy, but that's about it. Okay. Oh, I wanted to put something on there. I'm sorry. Thai chili sauce. The heat from the chipotle. You have to put that underneath. Along with that Thai chili sweet sauce is such a great combination. You don't need a whole lot on there. Yep, now it's all ugly, but that's okay. There you know, another quick dinner, lunch, however you want to make it.